are so bright. Pull your hat down, make sure your cinch is tight. Horse is kinda snuffy, cold chill up your spine. You'll get your ass moving, son, we're burning daylight.
Howdy there, I'm Matt McKinley and we're burning daylight.
In the saddle till the job's done right.
Welcome to Burning Daylight, the only podcast for the working cowboy. Brought to you by Stetson Ranches out of Fromberg, Montana. Well, howdy there, daylight burners. Happy Friday. A week is done. If you have a regular job. If not, well, then you're probably cowboy for a living, or you have a real job. Anyhow, got a little different of an episode for you. It's been a while since we had a bull session, but did a bull session. We got Nick Lute back on the show, and Chris Friel from, if you remember him from the veteran bull session. And we did a little watch along of the new Dale Brisby show that's out on Netflix. We watched an episode, and then I don't know how long we went on this one, but quite a while. And but we only watched one episode. Went almost 2 hours. But it was a fun one. I enjoyed it. I won't spoil you on what I thought of the show or anything. You can find that out here in a few minutes. So yeah, let's get into it, huh? It's a good one. Here's How to Be a Cowboy Watch Along Party Bull Session, something extravaganza.
Burning daylight, burning daylight. In the saddle till the job's done right. Burning daylight. Well, life is just a gather, and you won't catch 'em all. But when you ride through the gate, make sure you sit up tall. I can see the horizon, it's looking pretty bright. Well, get your ass moving, son, we're burning daylight. Burning daylight. Burning daylight. In the saddle till the job's done right. Burning daylight. Burning daylight.
Jesus. I'm gonna kick over to live here, and yeah, just Arizona. I remember I stepped off the plane at Phoenix one time, and and there's just like that little gap before you get on the jetway deal, and it was just like a blast furnace, 124 degrees or some shit like that. Oh, yeah, it's just gnarly. Ugh. Yeah, that shit's gross. It's just gross.
There's just places people shouldn't live.
Yeah,
that's one of them.
Yeah, I felt the same way about Montana. I was like, why up there on the High Line? I was like, 17 days in a row, and it never got above -10. Like that was the high. It's awful. Just fucking awful. Yeah.
You can do it.
You can do it. Well, it's weird because it just like you hear a cracking sound when it hits the ground. It just like as it freezes as it's hitting the ground, and and that's body temperature too. So it's fucking weird. But I imagine Dale Brisby won't be covering any of that on how to be a cowboy. He's down in Texas, so that's not a. I guess last year they had a little stint where they got some cold, but I imagine that didn't make it on the Netflix show. But yeah, pretty much. I like to wear my chaps to the rodeo, even if I'm not in, just so people know I'm legit.
Shapped up.
Yeah, just I'll wear my spurs on the wrong feet, and just so people know I'm cool. But
I don't. Wear my ball cap and a t-shirt, and I avoid people.
Yeah, I don't go to rodeos much anymore. I like them, but if I don't have somebody that I know in it, or if I'm not like the ranch rodeos, it's the same way anymore. I'm either like bullshitting with people away from the arena, or I don't know. I've seen enough rodeos there. It's whatever. But yeah.
I might go if that's a reasonable time, but I like to be in bed by 9 o'clock. And if they had them at like 4:30 or 5 o'clock, maybe I'd go. But I think I'm getting old.
And they have them in the summer too. So at 4:30 in the afternoon, it's just balls ass hot. So like there's no reason to be outside if you're not getting paid for it. So
yeah, I don't like standing in crowds or being around that many people in the first place.
Yeah. Well,
same reason I don't concerts much anymore.
Yeah, that I liked the Braun Brothers reunion, how they had that set up, because like there was a shitload of people there. It was like 3,000-4,000 people, but they also had it was at the golf course, so they had like a huge. So like if you weren't up there by the stage, there was plenty of room to move around and shit. You didn't have to get all claustrophobic, but it was pretty cool. That was a good setup.
No, the last concert I went to was in 2018. I went to see Tyler Childers in Denver in a tiny fucking venue, and there had to have been like 2,000 people packed into this fucking tiny.
Did you go to the Grizzly Rose or?
It was I don't even remember what it was called. It was down on Main.
Oh, it's probably like the Bluebird Theater or some shit like that.
It was some theater, but it was fucking tiny and it was packed. I mean, I was standing shoulder to shoulder with people, and I was a nervous wreck the whole fucking time. I couldn't even enjoy it.
Yeah, and they don't let you like most of those, especially in Denver. Those those theaters, they'll frisk you and shit before you go in too, so you can't even carry. And you just get claustrophobic as hell.
They had metal detectors at the door.
Oh yeah.
Once you came in, you couldn't leave. I was like, this is a fucking death trap in here.
Yeah.
Halfway through it, I wanted to go smoke a cigarette, and they had cops at the door, and they were like, you can leave, but you can't come back. I was like, fuck you guys.
You should have brought your vape. That's what all the cool kids do nowadays.
I'm too cool for that. I'd rather get the cancer than
just Just mainline the cancer. All right, Nick, let's start this bitch.
All right.
You ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. How to Be a Cowboy, Season 1, Episode 1. Welcome to the Radiator Ranch. I would share the screen with you, Chris, but I'm sure they'd nuke that real quick. Good enough.
Yeah.
Do you wear flashy shirts like that, Matt?
No. I try to buy just the plain blue ones if I can. I've got a few
just come in and you're like, God,
that are a little bit.
You feel like you just passed through.
Like I've got some going out shirts that are paisley and shit, but I don't like those old school ones. No.
I always buy just the plain ass striped or plaid Wrangler pearl snap shirts.
Yeah.
I've never liked those flashy fucking pattern shirts or the paisley ones. I think the only flashy shirt I have is from the wedding.
I like paisley, but I don't know. I like they're wearing right there, but and they got to have two pockets. Right. I hate the single pocket shirts so
with no
much.
Fucking
yes.
I'm gonna live in a place where I can't piss outside. Like that ain't happening.
Oh, they're like cinch. All the cinch shirts are single pockets. It seems like.
I believe in yourself. I don't believe in myself enough
because
to go negative.
Cinch shirts fit awesome, but they, I keep my phone in one pocket and I keep my chew in the other pocket, and I like just the old Wrangler pearl snaps. Those are my favorite ones, but
I like them because you can get undressed and dressed in a hurry.
Yeah. The Eli Cattleman's are fine, except the snaps give me some sort of reaction, and so like a breakout right there on the sleeves.
Like some cheap metal.
I like a lot of his stuff because I
didn't know that was a thing until I started buying them, and then
go to a rodeo. With like one of those Jack
it's not
Daniels
bad. Like it's just it's like a mild mosquito bite.
That's wearing a Jack Daniels shirt. Don't talk to them. That way they don't know that you're not a real cowboy.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. They've been trying that for a while.
I wonder how many people who have ordered shit off the Wish app have gotten coronavirus from the box.
You know,
like there's somebody just fucking coughing that shit directly into the box before they seal it.
It's funny. My father-in-law bought a pair of like cargo pants off of Wish the other day, and apparently they're in Chinese size because they were like 2 inches too short. And he ordered his size, like 32 waist or whatever, and they were like way too small.
I've ordered.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's different. It's a lot different when you're watching it. Like I don't know. I can't watch rodeo just because I did it for so long. It's like a basketball player trying to sit down and watch a basketball game. It's like
he sneezes on it and then fucks it and then sends it off. I've got no picture on. I've got the sound, but no vidya on the Dale Brisby.
Really?
Yeah. I'm sure it's my computer. It's all right though.
You ain't missing much. They're waiting for an intern.
Waiting on an
Spoiler.
intern.
It's a girl.
Yeah, that was in the description, so they didn't do a very good job of holding the suspense there.
Yeah.
In case you don't already know that we'll roll it.
I don't know. I'm not trying to be rude, but it bugs the fuck out of me when a guy has long hair like that.
I don't know. To each their own, I guess, but I'm not
Yeah.
You know, it's whatever.
I don't. That's too close.
No, that's good.
I can't stand it. Like through the winter, I won't get a haircut, and my hair will get kind of long. But once it starts growing and fucking over my ears, I can't stand that shit.
Yeah. Once my hair gets long enough, I can't stand it. Like if it's messing with my, like I can feel it on my ears. Yeah, I can't do that shit. Well, and you're a Marine.
I have never grown a mullet, and it's because I didn't grow up in the 80s, and I'm not a faggot. So I can't do that.
But like Billy Ray Cyrus was the coolest thing ever in 1992.
That was before my time.
I mean, I just turned 30 like 2 days ago, or no, a day ago. Yeah. So I'm like, is that before my time? I'm like, well, it'd be too. So I mean, technically, but at the same time, it's like, it will let you back into that. You're 56 years old. He's like, at least I know how old I am.
Oh. You know, is this going to be like a sketch comedy or just a straight reality show?
Is it feeling more like a reality show?
It's what it's feeling like. I don't know. Whatever. Toyota. The chick's driving up in the Toyota. Spoiler alerts for everybody that's watching. We don't have many people watching right now, but.
This is Jordan Halverson. And by the way, she runs bulls. Perform well under pressure. Pressure scenario.
I'm Jordan Halverson, and I'm 25 years old. I'm the first female intern.
I bet her dad's happy.
Yeah. You know, there's something about like with women and the extreme sports, like whether it be bronc riding, bull riding, or like the UFC chicks. I don't really enjoy the chick fights in UFC, and then there's like the bare knuckle. Like there's even chicks fighting bare knuckle boxing now.
I can watch that.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. I don't know. It's just weird. Well, just growing up in the Bible Belt, you don't hit women. That's, like the main rule you're taught. And now you always thought like if you saw chick fights, that was either ghetto or white trash shit. And
I love the ghetto white trash. I can watch that all day.
Who the fuck makes single pocket?
Those black chicks will clean up the white trash chick fights. So like if you take a white trash chick versus like a ghetto black chick, I'll put money on the ghetto black chick all day long. They hit like a man.
Yeah. And advantage to the black girls because their wig might fall off, but white girl just lost a handhold and somebody's getting fucked up for pulling a wig off.
Oh yeah.
That's the one thing you don't do.
No.
Yeah, the black girl is, girl, hold my earrings, and then bam, right cross, right to the face. They don't fuck around with they don't fuck around with like the slap and the clawing and shit. No, it's straight up just fucking jab, 1, 2.
Yeah, I don't know. I was talking to one of my friends today, and she was saying that she knocked a dude out. So I'm actually kind of impressed.
You know, you say in the Bible Belt they always say don't hit women, but that does not pertain to a sister. Because I had an older sister that will fuck me up.
Yeah, when it's family, that's a little different. My little sister got all the WWE moves done on the trampoline, like power bomb. What was it's like the rack or something, like you like hold them behind your shoulders and you just jump up and down. I like how she still has a spine. I don't know.
You remember meeting my sister Ashley at the wedding?
Yes.
She has fucked me up more times than I could probably count.
I believe that. She looks like she could.
We were in a screaming match in the house one time. And she was cooking dinner, and she was getting into the fucking pantry to get something out of it. And she had said something to me. We were arguing, and I was like, "How quit being a fucking cunt?" And she grabbed a can of beans and chunked it across the house and hit me in the side of the fucking head with it, like Peyton Manning.
She got that bullet arm, dude.
Yeah.
My sister, we've gotten into it a couple times. I think the last time, to be fair, like, minus my pride, she probably won because she fucking hooked my nose with her fingers and pulled back behind me. And, but she won't let me live it down. When she was like a newborn, I tried to fucking kill her because I was a fucking spoiled brat at that point. And like she was in her crib taking a nap, and my mom heard her breathing weird, and she came in, and she was like, "What's going on?" She saw me kicking her, and I said, "Life was good until you came along." I'm 30 fucking years old. My sister will still fucking in the group chat. She'll be like, "Hey, remember that time you tried to kill me? I'm still here, you motherfucker." I'm like, "I know you are."
Yeah, my little sister, like she's got to have spine problems at some point.
Too many pile drivers.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot, and this was, like in the heyday of well, it was back, I guess I'm older than you fucks. I'll be 36. Yeah, so it was like I remember when WCW was still a thing, and yeah. So, but then there was like on WWF, back when it was WWF, there was like there was DX, the Bad Boys, back in the heyday of wrestling. Still fake as shit, but it was entertaining as hell.
Yeah,
I haven't watched wrestling in a long time, but
that's part of my saving grace. Yeah, I miss the days of like Hulk Hogan and stuff like that. That was like, that was my shit back in the day until I figured out like it was fake. Then I was like, I can't really get with it, knowing that they're not really doing that bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're still athletes. They're in better fucking shape than I will ever be. But
oh yeah, they also had a lot of roids. A lot of murder suicides and with former wrestlers.
Yeah.
An unnatural amount of murder-suicides in the wrestling world.
Yeah, it's
There's a correlation there.
alarming amount of murder-suicides. Chris Benoit, he was one of my favorites too, but then you're like, he dove off the top rope and headbutted people. Big shock, he murdered his family and killed himself. I mean,
spoiler alert, like didn't see that going that way at all.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't well.
You think that was CTE? No, couldn't have been CTE. What was his finishing move? Oh yeah, the flying headbutt. I forget what he called it, but it was
safe.
Oh, yeah, he just like dove into people with his face.
Are they loading that bull yet on your end?
They loaded the bull. Terrible job healing that sucker.
That was a good job on that gate. Real good job on that gate.
Real good job.
That's how you lose a tooth.
Yeah. I can't talk too much shit. It's been a while since I've had to load anything in a trailer. You don't have to do that much in the feedlot, so
I do it once a week or once every other week, but not with a rope.
Yeah. I'm gonna start carrying my GoPro more often now because we're out of like it's real slow right now, so I'm just gonna work on my trick shot roping. Buckaroo loops now.
Oh, we get to watch some fence. I got a feeling that they're going to make this a lot harder than it should be.
Yeah.
More than a feeling.
Tell me when you get to the backing up the trailer.
I'm making an abortion out of that.
I don't know. I'm not real impressed with it so far.
No, this is going to be a terrible show.
Yeah, I kind of.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm not going to like this.
But it just, I don't know, it's kind of boring.
You talking about this fucking black stock trailer they got to back up?
Yeah.
Man, I was trying to load up my fucking horse this weekend because I was going to take her out here. And I had to rewire the harness for the fucking two horse death trap I have. I pulled it around the property a couple times to make sure that it was good, and I thought it was good because I was seeing tread on the ground instead of just dragging. And as soon as I got on the road, the fucking brakes were locked up. I fucking flatted a tire. Yeah, big.
You'll have that.
Yeah. And an electrician, I am not.
Trailer with brakes on it.
What's up?
I've never driven a trailer with brakes on it.
Well, we took that line out because the thing is that we got it as a gift from my ex's grandparents, and they took it down here with a 4-point adapter, and it's a 7-point trailer. So it happened the first day we had it, the same thing, and then she let some people borrow it because we had some really bad fires out by where we were at, and they were fucking helping evacuate horses and shit. And but it got back and it had a broken wire, and I tried to fucking solder that bitch on there and learned real quick I can't solder too good. And I tried to replace the whole damn thing, and I had the fucking running lights. I'm like, all right, I'll be good with running lights as long as the brakes aren't fucking stuck, and that was my fucking issue right there.
Oh. Yeah, trailer wiring fucking sucks. It never doesn't suck.
If ever you have to rewire a trailer, bring a Sharpie and write on the fucking trailer what goes where. Just because if you do it once, you're going to do it twice.
Yeah.
And it's best to look at shit
Yep. Yeah, I hate trailer wiring, and you're better off just running conduit and pull, just run it all through conduit, and it'll last way longer. Costs you a little extra money to right off the get go, but man, it's way better.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, this show kind of sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I really don't want to be the talk shit guy, but I'm not impressed.
The thing about cowboy shows, I mean, I love cowboy shows, but like they have to really fucking break it down for people who don't know what the fuck there is going on. Like watching Yellowstone, I was watching it, and they got to the bareback ride and shit, and I was just like, okay, there's a little bit more to it than just fucking tucking your chin in there, buddy. But then I went up to a fucking parade, and I had people bumping into the back of my horse and shit. I'm like, okay, that's why they have to fucking break it down that dumb, because some people just don't understand it.
Yeah, there's you really have to dumb it down, but I was expecting it to be funnier though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you
somebody
wanted to,
will like it, I'm sure.
He should really kind of. I feel like he should stick more to the rodeo stuff, in my opinion. I mean, when he was talking about dudes that say that they're going to go rodeo, but then like they ask them what rodeo they're going to, and like, oh, sorry, I can't make it to that one. I'm all papered up. It's like that I've seen in real life. Like I've fucking gone to a few rodeos with a few like fucking sidewalk cowboys, and it's just funny when you start asking questions and realize how much somebody doesn't know. And not to pick on them too much. It's just funny to, like, you don't have to lie to kick it. Like, you can fucking say you don't know shit and you can learn.
Right.
Yeah, somebody's willing to help you if you admit you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. Like my first rodeo experience was in high school, and I was going in and I didn't know how to fucking get the goddamn cinch around the bronc. And I was like, I mean, like, I got the hook around. Like, I hooked the fucking cinch up, but I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I turned to one of the fucking dudes that was in the back, and he's like, okay, I got you. So, it helps you, plus it helps that person feel appreciated. So it's like, just fucking ask a question, man.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, that goes with everything. Like, I'd way rather have somebody like new guy at work say, hey, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Because then I can at least be like, hey, all right, stay the fuck out of the way, or be here, be there, whatever. Instead of somebody like, yeah, I've been around, all cowboyed up there and cowboyed over there, and then they have no fucking clue where they need to be.
Yeah,
but there's fake it till you make it works in certain situations, but you get exposed real quick cowboying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Robbie was right. It is almost the exact same format as Duck Dynasty.
Yeah. And that got old too.
I enjoyed Duck Dynasty for a while, and then it got old.
The show I really fucking liked that only had like one season was called Way Out West, and they were actually like a lot of the shit they were doing. I could see fucking me and my friends doing back in high school. It was like they were blowing up like fucking beaver dams and just fucking doing stupid cowboy shit, like fucking putting people that shouldn't be on horses and fucking just letting them fucking rip.
I never did see that one, I guess, but yeah, I don't. There really hasn't ever been a good cowboy show, and doesn't appear like this one's going to be another any different. But
yeah, this is going to be it.
I mean, Yellowstone's a good show, but I don't watch it for the cowboy shit. Like it's well written.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
it's a good drama, but it's not a good cowboy show.
I
Some
seen a
good
lot
music.
I seen a bunch of people talking shit about it on Facebook the other day. It was like, you know what? Everybody fucking knows that that's not what it's really like on a fucking ranch. Well, I guess not
Most
everyone
people.
knows. People living in the city might think that's what it's like, but
Yeah.
anybody who's been around cattle knows that that's not how shit happens.
Yeah.
And it's made for entertainment, not for informational purposes.
Well, hell, even Boots liked Yellowstone. That one kind of surprised me. Even Boots enjoyed it. He said it was kind of raunchy, but I didn't mind it.
Yeah, it's definitely well written. I mean, that fucking the son or whatever, the adopted one, I fucking hate his character. But that's what
Rip
makes it
or
good.
whatever.
Like, not Rip.
The lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a piece of shit. I only watched the first season. I haven't watched a whole lot of TV since I started the podcast. Tell you the truth, all my TV time has went to editing podcasts. But the chick rode a bull. There you go. Good for her.
She's just getting on my side. I got bigger balls.
She cover?
I don't know. It was like practice pin type deal. So
no buzzer.
Dude, there's a chick fucking me and my buddy knew that fucking rode saddle bronc. I think she rode saddle bronc or bareback. But fucking every goddamn girl I've ever met that's done rough stock is out of her goddamn mind. Like just fucking all around crazy.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah. Like that.
Who posted that meme in the bull session the other day? It was like it was some chick hugging a pit bull and it's like it's not the breed, it's how you raise them. And the comment underneath was like, I strongly disagree. Any blonde chick with a Chucky tattoo is crazy no matter how they're raised.
I met Brittany Miller practice pin in Nebraska. That gal that rides ranch broncs, and she's pretty down to earth. She's a real nice lady. Did not seem batshit crazy, but I didn't talk to her for very long. She did get on like fucking probably 8 to 12 horses that day, so that's a little crazy. But
that's a lot of
she's
broncs.
pretty dedicated.
Hey, sorry to interrupt you guys. I know you were really enjoying whatever nonsense it was that I was saying. But anyhow, I got some sponsors to tell you about because they help me keep this thing chugging right along. First and foremost, we got Stetson Ranches out of Fromberg, Montana. We mentioned them at the top of the show. They're a multi-generational ranch family, and they focus on really the only thing that matters on a ranch is horses and cattle. Little update on their beef program. They provide some of the best beef on earth. It's USDA primed. And due to unforeseen circumstances in the shipping industry, they're scaling back because it's costing way more money to ship unless you're in the kind of the northwest part of the country. So Idaho, Montana, Washington, Oregon, Nevada, Colorado. That's kind of the area where they can still ship to you and still make a little money on their end without losing their ass. So if not, sorry about your bad luck. That's how it goes. But I hear word they may be working on a new something or other of the smoked variety. But I'll keep you up to date on that. But also, Jesse has been working really hard on building his knife business, Stetson Forge. And man, I got to tell you, this guy he hasn't been at it for very long, but he is damn handy with his hands. and other things, allegedly. But he makes some of the best knives out there. He's always trying some cool new stuff, and I think you'll really like it. I've got one of them for Christmas, and he offered to give me one for free, and then I never did take him up on that. I might have to do that, but don't worry about it. You'd like his knives. They're really, really well built. Look just cool as hell. The beef is awesome. Registered Black Angus cows, Hereford bulls, giving you a black baldy calf, and like I said, it's USDA primed. And if you live in the Northwest, it's delivered to your doorstep on dry ice. They're offering the whole beef all the way down to a quarter, $6.95 a pound for the quarter and the half. And they also have the subscription package, which is $125 a month. It's anywhere from 8 to 11 pounds of beef. That includes hamburger, stew meat, roast, and various cuts of steak. It's a great deal. Use the promo code MOVEYOURASS. It's MOVEYOURASS. You get 20% off your first order. And then Tina has some of the best quarter horses around. She got a hell of a string of brood mares with bloodlines going back to Peppy Sand Badger, Doc Bar, Two-Eyed Jack, Zanpar Bar, just to name a few. And they've got a new stud that's a grandson of Peppy Sand Badger and a grandson of Doc Alina on the bottom side. Peppy Sand Badger on top, Doc Alina on the bottom. And their mares are bred to a King Ranch stud. And that full crop will be dropping in the spring. Those colts going to be big, shapy, athletic, got a great mind to them, gentle disposition, and ready to go any direction you want to. So you got any questions about all that, head over to StetsonRanches.com for the horse information, StetsonBeef.com for the beef. And then go find Jesse on Instagram. He's at Stetson Forge. Great people. Glad to have them supporting the show. Next up, we got Tracy Morrison, Custom Silverwork. Tracy's out of, forget what town in Oklahoma. Oh, he's an Okie. Great guy. Builds really cool cowboy shit. It's buckles, bits, spurs, conchos. Probably just about anything on that end. You know, he's really, really good engraver. He's working on a set of spurs that will be raffling off here probably towards the first part of October. Just depends on when he can get them done. We'll be donating part of that to the veterans cause. But he's just he's a great guy. We've given away some of his stuff, and he just makes really cool stuff. You can find him on Facebook and Instagram. Instagram is _Morrison Custom Silver, I believe. But just search him up. It's TRACIE Morrison, and on Facebook and Instagram you'll find him. He's got pictures of all his stuff up there, and it does just a hell of a good job, and he's a hell of a good guy. Thanks for supporting the show, Tracy. And last but not least, we got 4T Ag Insurance. Colt Tritt is the owner-operator there, and they provide all sorts of insurance, ag-related. They licensed to sell in most states. They're based out of Texas, but I know he's got clients up in Montana and Wyoming, Arizona, just kind of all over the place. They cover, they provide pasture, rangeland, and forage insurance. That's drought insurance, annual forage, equine insurance, animal mortality insurance, livestock risk protection, dairy revenue protection, pasture fire insurance, and that's just a few. They, if you got any sort of ag insurance needs, they probably got you covered. And you can find them on Facebook. That's 4T Ag Insurance, I believe, is their page. 4T Land and Cattle. And you can give them Colt a holler. It's 817-559-5770. And make sure you let them know you heard about it on Burning Daylight. And if you don't like listening to these ads, simple way to go about that is go to patreon.com/burningdaylight. get ad-free content. You get some bonus content. Haven't done much here lately. I've been busy, so apologize to the people that subscribe. But we do Q&A. I'll be doing one later this week for all the, I think it's $5 and up level. We'll do a Zoom meeting, shoot the shit, or do a Q&A. And we also do a giveaway every month. So I think Matt Wilson got something for the month of August that we'll give away. I believe he's doing a cannel concho. So he does good work. So stay tuned for that. And we'll be doing some cool giveaways here in the months to come. Always got something new. So anyways, thanks for supporting the show, to all the sponsors. Thanks for all the Patreon people that sign up, and let's get back into the show. There's a few of those gals that ride broncs like pretty regular, and I don't know, more power to them. I don't get on them. I don't particularly like hitting the ground. So like that's the thing on the rodeo side. If you're a rough stock, you will hit the ground. That's part of it. And I try to stay on long enough that I can get their head pulled around and then ride them out. Like that's my goal. And if I hit the ground, especially now, I'm getting older, it shit hurts for days on end. And and even when you do cover, it just beats the shit out of your thighs. And like I said, I try to get their head pulled around to the right and get them circling, and then I'll stick them in the neck and act tough.
I was never good at it, so I got tired of money. I might as well just show up and hand them $100 and go sit in the stands, because that's what
That's what we should have done with Afghanistan. Just wrote them $1 trillion check and left.
Oh man, don't get me started on that shit. Yeah, I went to the day that shit was happening. I went to a bar and I fucking had like 2 pitchers of beer, which was fucking dumb to do that day. And somebody started asking me about Afghanistan, and I fucking think I've talked for about an hour. I was on a fucking soapbox.
It's amazing how. What a shit show.
Yeah, there's a guy that's actually fucking calling him out though. Like I've been fucking posting all about him. It's like I think it's Lieutenant Colonel Shetter. I don't want to fucking get his rank wrong, so.
He was Lieutenant Colonel like Scheller or Schellerman, something like that.
That's what it was. Yeah. The balls on that dude are fucking astronomical, because the fact that he gave up all that shit in his career. Like,
he was 17 years in too, right?
Yeah. He got relieved for that, didn't he?
Yeah, and then he resigned.
Yeah, they tried to relieve him, then he resigned. And it's funny because in his fucking resignation letter, he wrote to what's his name? The fucking dude that looks like a fucking turtle. Like General Dunford, I think his name is.
I'm not for sure.
But he wrote he's like, I know that you're gonna relieve me of my command, so I'm outmaneuvering you. I'm fucking resigning. We could have used that in Afghanistan or some shit like that. Like it was fucking it was pretty badass.
Good for him.
Yeah. That's something we need to see from fucking higher ups, because the accountability issue has been going on for so fucking long.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing that was like fucking it literal fucking Superman in my fucking book. He's up there with Mattis and Harris.
I was listening to that book Jawbreaker about the initial Afghan invasion. So it was like the guy that was like the chief CIA field officer there in Afghanistan, and basically the guy that coordinated all the special forces troops and the Northern Alliance. And then like he was directly responsible for cornering bin Laden there in Tora Bora, and was just pounding the table. He's like, give me 1 battalion of Rangers. He's like, I need, give me 800 Rangers, block off the exit, and we have bin Laden there. And nope. DOD said no. And just like, God damn it. And they said we didn't want a strong troop presence there because we didn't want to alienate the natives or the indigenous forces. Okay, so we let him go and then invaded with 150,000 troops.
Yeah.
Great fucking job.
Yeah.
And then stayed for 20 years.
I mean, like, tinfoil hats on, like, you think about it, what's the guy who was Special Forces that does the War Party brand?
Jeremiah Wilbur.
Well, he was talking about, like, with the military industrial complex and stuff, and I hate saying that. It makes me feel cringy because there's freaking leftists that have been saying that for years, but he's right. Like, you think about that, we could have had bin Laden in like a day and a half. It's like, all right, did they fucking call that off in order to fucking go through with all the checks that they're writing to all the fucking big military brands like fucking
Halliburton
and all that shit?
Yeah, you would, the good, like the rational person in you wants to say like, no, it was politics, it was incompetence, and a little bit of the military industrial complex, until you go back and look the stuff that we know. Cheney, who was was he CEO of Halliburton or like on the board of Halliburton? And he's like all the stuff that
while in office.
Yeah. And then like we know all that shit actually happened. And they've made movies, they've wrote books. Like I just watched War Dogs again, where I guess all those arms dealers, like normal ass people were getting involved in gun running to Iraq. And then, you had I think it was Wesley Clark, General Wesley Clark. He was talking about, they're like, all right, we're gonna go after bin Laden there in Afghanistan. And he's like, oh no, but then we're going to Iraq. And he's like, what are we doing in Iraq? And he's like, oh no, Iraq's just the start of it. Then we're going to Libya, Syria, Somalia, Sudan, and Iran. And we're like, well, what the fuck, man? Like, what's that have to do with Al Qaeda? And it just, I think, and then this whole withdrawal, like I still say kudos to Biden for actually pulling the plug on it, but God, they fucked everything up going out of there. And I think that was more the Pentagon than it was Biden, because let's be honest, I don't think Biden's running anything. But I think they made it as painful as possible so that nobody ever wants to end the war again. And then they left all that shit back there for them, so that Raytheon and Boeing and Northrop Grumman have more shit to sell to Uncle Sam.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's just a fucking big shit fest. My heart just goes out to the families and the people who fucking lost loved ones out there. I mean, I've been there. I've had to fucking see the flags on fucking caskets. It's not a fucking good deal. I mean, obviously, but like that's what kind of fucking makes me a little bit sick inside, is that fucking absolute apathy for fucking money to fucking put people's lives at risk because you can make an extra buck.
Yeah, that's the thing that's the most infuriating, is like I don't give a shit about the money so much. It's just like we just wasted an entire generation of war fighters for fucking nothing. Like, and just like there's even and as far as wars go, we didn't lose that many in Afghanistan. Like it was 2,500 military and like about 4,000 we lost more contractors than we did, active duty military. But like, how many of those guys came back fucked up on pills and end up shooting themselves? I mean, there's just that's the part that gets me. It's like, and we did it so it's a big geopolitical dick swinging contest, and then bunch of dudes in suits can make some money.
Yeah, and the thing about contractors is a lot of contractors are veterans.
Yeah.
So
most of them are.
Yeah, so you're getting fucked two ways a Sunday. Like you're already in, you already had to go through the shit. You get out, you get a job with a fucking contractor, or with some type of fucking business that contracts out in Afghanistan, and then they really don't give a fuck about you because now you're just a fucking paycheck to them. So
yeah,
like it's like I said, that's the biggest thing, the apathy.
Yeah, it's fucking. I don't know, man. It's what a shit show. What an absolute shit show.
At the end of the day, that's all you can fucking say about it because you ain't got the power to change it. To a point, like everybody wants to believe that one person can change it all, but it's going to take everybody at this point.
Well, there's got to be more like that lieutenant colonel that just walk away from it. And I've heard a lot of, I guess not a lot, but like some veterans with with a lot of influence, talking about like if you're thinking about signing up, don't. And if he's like, I've heard a couple different guys saying if like I was still in right now, I'd be trying to get the fuck out as soon as I could. And I think that's what it's going to take. If you had nobody over there to fight, then there's not going to be any war. Like, and what are they they're going to try to bring back the draft. That'll go over real fucking well.
Yep. That's not going to fucking bode too well for a lot of people. So
yeah, like that shit's not going to happen. I don't think that shit will happen. But I don't know. Yeah. I didn't think people would be cheering on a fucking vaccine mandate either, but here we are.
Yeah.
You never know.
Getting crazy in California. In California, we went into work and they were talking about they were passing an emergency fucking mandate for every business to fucking first off turn away anybody who doesn't have a vaccine card, which is obscene, or anybody who's not wearing a mask. And if you work at any fucking place of business, you don't have the decision anymore. If you fucking feel like your people should not be wearing masks, or they shouldn't have to show you fucking medical information, California will come fucking roll up on you and tell you that you have to shut your business down.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's why I'm in Arizona. I'm moving on my shit right now.
I don't blame you. Well, it sounds like Newsom might actually get recalled, though. I mean, I don't know how much I believe that. It's still California, but it sounds like he's in pretty bad shape.
Is Caitlyn Jenner still running as a Republican in that deal?
Yeah.
Isn't that back-asswards? That was
right.
I'd vote for him.
The first transgender Republican governor.
Which is against transgender, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I really think the whole simulation theory is starting to.
Yeah, that Korean kid
it's making a lot more sense.
That little Korean kid needs to fucking lay off the candy because he's out of fucking control right now with the simulation.
I know. I forget what was it the other day. I was telling my wife, I was like, "This is the ultimate simulation thing," because it's like, fuck, I forget what it was. Damn it. Well, just know it was a good one. Just know. It was a good one.
Noted.
Yeah. I drawn a blank, but it was something about it was the left wingers this time instead of Republicans backing a tranny. It was the left wingers.
Right here.
Maybe it's something on guns. But it was
That'd be the day.
I forget what it was.
I know what really kind of cracked me up and also made me a little sad was when, well, I guess a couple of months ago, Israel and Palestine were having another spat like they always do. And all like the gay community was like on Palestine's side. And I was like, do you guys even understand that they want nothing to do with you? And honestly, would hope you would all die.
Yeah, well, would probably gladly kill them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wild time. What a time to be alive.
I wonder how the studies is going in Iran. Has anybody heard about that? Is that going well?
The what?
The gender study. Oh, that was in Pakistan. Or no, that was Afghanistan. That was Afghanistan.
I wonder if they're putting that money to good use right now.
Yeah, they're probably gender studying like some nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Well, depends on which side. I mean, sure, the ones that dropped their weapons and ran off, they did some gender studies on little boys, and and the other side, the women are just basically livestock, so they don't even consider that a gender. Really, it's just your property.
Gender studies, there's only 3 genders: little boys, livestock, and men.
Right. Yeah, goats and women are on equal playing field.
We caught a couple of guys. It was funny because we were talking to a couple of the pilots, and they have the night vision, they have the night tracking systems on the aircraft, and they caught a dude literally fucking a goat out in Afghanistan. And I thought they were joking. They showed me the video. This guy had his fucking boots on, and he had the fucking goat up against him. You couldn't see anything because night vision's not that great. But way to live up to a stereotype, Muhammad. You fucking ass. Making all the Taliban look better.
The funniest thing was that CNN reporter, which like that chick had a set of cojones on her because she was like, they're chanting death to America. They seem very friendly at the same time. It's bizarre.
Yeah, they're happy that they fucking get to go. Never mind. I ain't going to go into that shit.
I had a buddy of mine tell me a story. In Afghanistan, they were on fucking patrol, or they were on fucking watch at the fob. And they'd watch the fucking Afghans chase this donkey around. Bunch of guys chase this fucking donkey around, trying to catch it. Fuck it. And the guys on watch would fucking watch them through their night vision all night, chasing this fucking donkey. And every now and then they'd catch it, and somebody'd fucking rail this poor donkey. But one night they were watching him, and it fucking double-barreled this dude right in the face and killed him dead as a doornail. And they were like, good for you, donkey. Get one in.
It'd have been funnier if the donkey started fucking him, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Revenge scepter right there.
Can you imagine the eulogy at that funeral?
They left him there. They just fucking left him in the car.
Fuck yeah, I would too if I'd watch my buddy get double barreled in the face with a raging hard on by a donkey. What do you tell everybody? I ain't telling anybody shit. I'm out. I am out.
I wasn't there.
Never speaking of this again.
I don't know what donkey is. I've only seen a camel.
Like my only response to anybody for like the next 6 months would just be nothing. Nothing. Oh, that's That is hilarious. It's trying to get your rocks off with a donkey.
You don't gotta be lonely at Taliban only, dude.
Taliban only.
I had a buddy in Afghanistan because our heads by the point we went to Afghanistan, it was 2012, so we were pretty well established out there. We had heads that were separate from our room, so we had to walk to the head to go take a shower, shit, whatever. And I had a buddy who was very feminine looking, and he had fucking 3 goddamn dudes because we would hire foreign nationals to go clean the heads and stuff. And he had 3 dudes corner him. And for some reason, the dude was fucking supermoto, and he had his knife on him, and he had to whip out his knife to get him to fucking back off.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would not have been a fun time.
Yeah, that's it's a weird culture over there. What a fucking bass backwards. Kane's watching. He said, I leave for 10 minutes and come back to donkey loving.
Hey, that donkey fucked some boy up.
It's a cultural thing. You gotta let it happen. It's cultural.
Hey, just don't question it, Kane. This is how I was able to sponsor your bronc ride this weekend. So just don't pay attention to where the money comes from, buddy.
You better get on that horse from his back and not his rear.
Yeah, if you get caught trying to fuck that bronc this weekend, I'll probably sponsor you again. Just don't die.
Don't get hurt. It's for business.
Fucking a horse. But I could see him leaning over and whispering sweet things into his ear before they turn out.
I mean, if you get caught, you're going to be wearing a shirt with my logo on it anyways. So, I mean, like at that point, I'm like in too deep. That's pun intended.
Just make sure you get the logo in the fucking the jail picture.
Yeah. Oh shit. That's that I mean, what do you say? I mean, like you said, they left him, but like, can you imagine explaining that?
It was his wives.
Yeah.
His wives. Imagine having 6 different wives, but you got a fucking donkey.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, they
rough.
Oof. Yeah, that's a rough one. That's
Jazeera better fucking take some cooking lessons if that's the case. Like, someone's got to fucking get
out. If I had 6 wives, I probably wouldn't be at home either. I wouldn't be fucking a donkey. I wouldn't be at home.
No.
That's fair.
Yeah, and then like you read those reports on like those. I guess it wasn't even the Taliban. It was like the Afghan National Army and those commanders that were just parading around with the little boys, not just fucking them, but like making those boys dance for them and shit. And like, fucking weird, dude. That's